Hello, fellow pitch people. Today we're going to talk about the difference between the number of pages in your TV pitch deck versus the amount of copy. So why are we talking about this? Well, people get really hung up on this idea of the number of pages in their TV pitch deck. A lot of times I hear the same pushback. If it's too many pages, a TV executive isn't going to take the time to read the whole pitch. Now, personally, I have a different view on this. Instead of being so focused on the number of pages or number of slides in your pitch, why don't we focus on the amount of copy that's in your pitch? Let me show you exactly what I mean through an example that I did recently for a client. So here's what the client wanted. They wanted a one sheet that broke down every element of their show pitch. So you have a title up here, you have a little tagline right here, and then your summary and a bunch of other information about the show. Now, a couple of problems I have with this. First and foremost, look how small the copy is. It's very small because they're trying to fit a lot of copy onto one page. So I had to compress everything down and reduce the size. Also, you only have room for one image over here, so it doesn't get to tell very much of the story. So you wind up compressing all of your information into one slide. Now, if the goal is to try to minimize the amount of reading that a network executive might have to do, I don't know that this is the best way to approach it. Sure, you've got everything on one page, but the amount of reading is still substantial, and they're not going to remember a lot of this. Now, conversely, this is the deck that we ended up with. So as you can see, we opened it up. We gave a big, beautiful, bold title here. The tagline just pops out, and then you get room for imagery that really tells the story. So by allowing yourself a little bit more space, you're allowing yourself room for more impact. Then the next thing that happens is we get to break down the amount of copy on each page so that we can focus on single ideas. And then we get these big, impactful images that tell us a lot about what's happening. And remember, this is the same amount of info that was on that one sheet. It's just broken out into separate slides that tell more of the story and provide more impact for each section of the story. And by alternating slides, left to right, you force your viewer to pay more attention to what they're reading. Instead of a book that goes paragraph by paragraph with no change in pacing or size or style, this is far more memorable. That way, when you get to the end of your deck, you're leaving them with a substantial memory. They're far more likely to remember each section of your deck if you broke it down into pieces versus trying to condense it all into one page. So next time you're working on your next deck, consider reducing your copy, trying to get it down to just what's necessary for the deck. And then consider not how many pages or slides you have, but how much information you're trying to get across and how you're trying to get it across. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and may the pitch be with you.